Yo, welcome back to our Super Metroid playthrough here at Trippy Commentaries. Retro Brett, what's next?
Alright, we are on our way to go get the wave beam.
Nice. I remember in Metroid Prime, the wave beam was kind of like an electrical weapon. There were some enemies, there were these pulse balls that it would suck up, and it would even it would kind of fuck with your visor a little bit. You know, there'd be a lot of static. So I really did like the wave beam. It was my favorite weapon as far as design in that series.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But unlike Metroid Prime, this is not well, you could use it as a separate beam, but it kind of sucks. It's more of a beam enhancer.
Does it change the shape of the beam or anything at all?
Well, as you can see, my beam just goes straight.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see what happens once I get the wave beam.
Alright. Damn, look at this ice beam. Powerful enough to freeze monsters of molten lava.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
For a short time.
As we've proclaimed a couple times in this playthrough, I mean, this is the most badass chick in video game history. And I'd have to say, man, what more of a badass weapon is there than the ability to freeze all of your foes and then stand on their head?
This is the entrance to Lower Norfair. We can't go here anytime yet because there's a lot of lava.
Pretty epic looking entrance, I'd have to say, though.
And we need the space jump.
Yeah.
Which, unlike Metroid Prime, is different. The space jump in Metroid Prime is really like the high jump boots in Super Metroid. They're the same thing.
Yeah.
Alright.
Rolling through. Got these guys sticking their heads out, man. Sometimes they will come out after you.
Oh, whoa.
Got this guy who's a nice convenient platform for you. Thank goodness. I don't know what you would do without him. What the hell is this even doing here? What point does that have?
It's to fuck you up.
Like,
obviously, that time I didn't need it to fuck up.
You can see, I mean, this is man-made, or at least alien-made structures here in this cave. But what the hell is the point? In Metroid Prime, they did try to make like reasons for a lot of the rooms, especially in Magmore Caverns, you know, where it's like you have the generator room and all this stuff. But really, it's just excuse to have platforms.
We're going into the room with the candy. And I'm going out of the room with the candy.
That was fast.
Because I fell down.
Okay. You have to head back up?
Yeah.
So what's going on here? You have to cross this path here?
On these toffee-looking things, yeah.
Kind of reminds me of Indiana Jones.
A little bit.
Watch out. Oh, no. This part's not easy. That guy will sometimes shoot you and knock you off.
Like he did that last time.
Yeah.
Finally made it. Alright. Grapple across here. Alright.
The pink door. Now, you are getting close, I know, to the wrecked ship. That's one of my favorite parts of the game.
Yeah, it's pretty eerie when you first get in there.
The wave beam. But it is home to what is, in my opinion, the hardest boss from the game, Fantoon. So you will be facing off with Fantoon to end out this episode.
Do you notice anything different about the beam? It kind of
yeah, it does have that motion now. Interesting.
Because we picked up the wave beam. It kind of waves.
So it's pretty much just more powerful now?
Yeah, it can go through some stuff now that it couldn't before.
Oh, there you go. That's useful.
And it's a little bit more powerful, too, I think. I think that Seahorse took 1, 2, 3 shots. And before it took like 5.
Now, it is possible to turn off the beams because they all stack in this game. Are you going to be doing anything like that? Like, are you going to turn off any beams at any point?
Well, I mean, it really doesn't hinder you to have the ice on, but sometimes, very rarely, it'll be kind of annoying because, like, if you don't want to and I just went in there when I didn't need to. Sometimes, because it'll freeze enemies, and sometimes you don't want to freeze enemies.
Yeah.
So you have to turn it off. And
Yeah, sometimes a creature that should die in one hit will now take 2 hits because the first hit just freezes them.
Or maybe some creatures don't die from the ice beam. They just freeze.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to kill them, you have to turn the ice beam off.
Aha. You found a secret passage here. I think I know what you must get in this episode.
Which is?
The X-ray visor. Are you even going to pick that up?
Yeah. It's somewhat useful. I mean, if you've never played the game before, or it's been quite a while, it's semi-useful in that it shows you hidden doors, hidden compartments and stuff. Dude, stop fucking hitting me.
Oh, the reserve tank. There you go.
Alright.
Kind of like in Mega Man X, right?
Yeah.
I'd say Samus is a little bit like Mega Man X in some aspects.
Especially X3, where X3 is one of my favorite X games because you have to go around and kind of backtrack and collect things.
Yeah. Kind of like Metroid, now that I think about it.
Well, it's not exactly like Metroid, but kind of.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that's kind of in common with both games, talking about the Mega Man X series and Super Metroid, I mean, in Mega Man X, a lot of times you'll come across a wall or something that you need a certain weapon to take out or to get past. And that's a lot like what you have here in Super Metroid. You just saw Retro Brett use a power bomb to get into a place that you wouldn't be able to get to if you did not have it. But I'd say, other than the fact that the Mega Man X series is so linear, there's definitely a lot in common, especially when it comes to getting through secret locations.
Yes, I was running low on life, so I'm going to have to come in here and farm for it.
You better. If you're getting anywhere near Fantoon, you better make sure you're at full strength.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you have enough missiles.
That's what makes them so hard, is you fight them when you don't have much life.
Yeah, and that's going to be awesome. This is going to be a thrilling conclusion. Of course, this is a live playthrough here. I might edit out a little snippet here or there if Retro Brett falls down someplace and has to backtrack, something like that. But for the most part, it's a live, no-death playthrough, at least so far.
Let's see if my reserve tank got filled up. Yep.
Nice. And it's not going to be easy to take out Fantoon. Probably my favorite boss as far as design as well. You know, I really am a big fan.
He's definitely kind of unique looking.
Absolutely. It's ghostly. It's in the wrecked ship, which is already a more eerie portion of the map. And I just think it really is one of those iconic moments in this game. Samus busting through like a boss. Save point? No need to save it now.
We'll save it a little bit later. No point in wasting those few seconds.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see your final time. It's not going to be, I'm sure, too impressive compared to a speedrunner.
Nah.
But, you know, we're doing as best we can.
We actually have real jobs and stuff, so
Yeah.
we don't have that much time to devote to something.
I wish I had more time to devote to playing video games. I really do. Because so many of these games nowadays, I mean, this game you can beat, like you said, maybe 3 hours. A lot faster if you know it way better. But a lot of the games nowadays, like I'm currently playing Fallout 4, it's just massive. And if you don't play it for a week or two, you start to forget little things. And it's always nice to have a game like this that you can beat in 1 or 2 sittings. Even 3 or 4 is not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, 3 hours. When I first played it back in the day, back in like 90, I think this came out in 94, so back in 95, 96, I thought this game was pretty long, but
Yeah,
compared to like Metroid Prime, that's not even a long game
true.
by today's standards.
You trying to kill him?
No, I don't want to kill him.
Tried to kill him with the grappling hook.
Uh,
Going up.
Let's see.
I like how the background pulsates, matches up perfectly with the song from the game right now. We don't have the music up too loud, but it's definitely an epic song getting you ready to head to the wrecked ship. You do have to head back to topside before you head into that area.
Well,
Uh-oh.
I think while we're here, might as well just go ahead and grab the X-ray beam.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I'm killing my light a little bit.
There you go. That's how you do it. So you're heading to get the X-ray. What is it called in this game? Is it a
X-ray
visor?
beam. No, the X-ray visor. Yeah, my bad.
Well, because I know we've been talking a lot about Metroid Prime. I mean, certainly that's a game that delves more in depth with the visors. You get 4 different visors in the game. Granted, one is just the combat visor, just your default. But here you have the X-ray scope.
All right, X-ray, thermal. God,
Sonar or something. Or maybe
no, I
that
think
is
that's
the
in the
X-ray.
second one. Metroid Prime 2.
There's a heat vision, a UV or
Thermal.
something. Yeah, thermal. Sound.
That's the second one. That's the
second
echo.
one, sonar. I don't know. Whatever. Obviously, they're not that important.
Well, in
I think
Metroid
you
Prime,
see-
they're very important.
You see ghosts, I think, in Metroid Prime, don't you?
Yes, in latter parts of the game.
Sixth Sense view or something like that.
Yeah.
You get the Haley Joel Osment ability.
Unlike in Metroid Prime, there are some upgrades, power-ups in this game that are kind of not necessary. They're not necessarily useless, but they're just not necessary.
You know what I'd like to see? I want to see a collaboration between Nintendo and another big star, and this would be a movie star, and I guess a video game star as well, talking about Predator. I want to see Samus versus Predator. I mean, Samus has went against the aliens, or I'm sorry, not Samus, the
Really?
Predator. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
well, true. I guess Ridley might as well be the aliens or the xenomorphs. But, that's a little bit too easy for me. I feel like if the Predator's such a badass, he should have to take on Samus.
Well,
A true battle.
the one thing I really like about the Predators is they might be ruthless, but at least they have some code of honor.
Oh, yeah.
They won't attack people that aren't armed. They hunt for the sport and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas aliens just kill.
Yeah, they're pretty much like insects or something at this point.
Let's save it just in case.
I have faith that you're going to take out Fantoon in the first try. It's not easy. Fantoon is a ghost. Talking about ghosts, I mean, there's some attacks that it does that you really can't even avoid. You have to be super good.
I definitely went in here, right? Why is it green?
Nope, you have not been in here yet.
I'm pretty sure I was.
It just looks similar. Okay. You must use the power bomb to open the secret passage
What? I haven't been in here.
to more power bombs.
Alright.
There you go. Maybe use a power bomb against Ridley later on.
Yeah. It might come to that.
Get out of that room.
I hate spikes.
And now it is time to head back to Criteria and make your way to the scary portion of the game.
The wrecked ship. You think it's called the Frigate?
Yeah, that's what it was in Metroid Prime, the crashed frigate, however you want to say that. And I really felt like they were doing a lot of the same things that they did here in Super Metroid in that game. I mean, we talked about Star Wars, the newest Star Wars in the last episode. A Star Wars: A Force Awakens. It's crazy how much it has in common with A New Hope. In fact, some people would say it has too much in common. I think they did the same sort of thing when it comes to Metroid Prime and Super Metroid. Still had Ridley, a lot of the same components. Of course, in Metroid Prime, you have the Phazon mines, Magmore caverns. Here you have Norfair and different sections.
But in the Metroid series, or in Metroid's case, they did take a lot from Super Metroid, but they also added a lot to it.
They did.
Whereas
There's not too many weapons.
Star Wars, I don't feel like they added a whole lot to it.
Other than characters, certainly they added the new characters. Kylo Ren, brand new. Finn and Rey is a complete badass motherfucker. In fact, Rey, man, talk about a badass female that might be on the same level as Samus.
Yeah, maybe they should fight off.
Oh,
Square off, I mean.
Rey's got some sort of magic going on, as everybody knows.
It's not magic, it's the Force.
But, hey, I mean, when it comes to Metroid Prime, none of those weapons are brand new. They are all weapons that were taken from Super Metroid. Is the plasma beam in this game?
Yes.
I mean, I know it's different forms in Metroid Prime, but of course the idea itself comes from this game. The grappling hook, the X-ray scope is the X-ray visor. I guess the space jump, the way it is in Super Metroid, giving you a much needed double jump.
Wait, why can't we use this?
Jeez. Doesn't have a clapper. Maybe clap it on.
Clap on, clap off.
Hopefully Samus doesn't have the clap. So the power's down here. We have finally made it to the wrecked ship.
Maybe
You can
it's this
see
one.
it is haunted, as ghosts are going to be coming up out of nowhere.
Alright. Oh, shit.
What do we have down this corridor? Another missile.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're telling you something by giving you all these missiles.
I don't like what they're trying to tell me.
So do you remember the first time you made it to this location?
Yeah, it was pretty creepy. I think I died a couple times to Phantoon.
You must have. Fantoon, I swear, it really does take a pretty good Metroid player to beat Fantoon. You can't be a jabron and defeat it. Unless you have Game Genie or something like that.
Yeah, I guess the only Game Genie I ever used was for Sega Genesis, but I guess Super Nintendo had a Genie too, huh?
Yep. Oh yeah.
What's this?
I had the Game Genie for the Super Nintendo. I needed it for ActRaiser. Alright, so this door signifies a boss battle, which means on the other side, you must finally face off with Fantoon. This is it. Retro Brett, nearly at full strength, one-on-one against the ghost of Super Metroid, Fantoon.
It's a weird looking guy. Kind of looks like a Cyclops.
Yeah, there it is. It's one-eyed.
Wow, that's
And
pretty fast.
It appears and reappears with the quickness. Sometimes it'll appear right on top of you, injuring you. It does give you missiles and life with these blue flames. But you gotta be quick, man. It does not give you many opportunities to hit it.
Alright.
Blue flames are coming out. Nice. Got a hit on him there.
Couple.
Now it does have one maneuver where it kind of does this slice of blue flames while it sits in the middle. That's probably its best attack, and
Yeah,
it's nearly
pretty
impossible.
hard to...
Nice
What
jump.
really kind of surprises me is it, based on this battle, it appears that the charge beam is stronger than missiles. Because if you'll notice, he'll take one charge beam where he takes a couple missiles.
Yeah, I think that's what I think they want you to use the charge beam on it. This is such a cryptic boss, and it's hard.
Losing life like a motherfucker. So I don't know if I can use regular missiles on it.
Maybe a super missile?
Yes. Seems to be in order.
Life.
Show
Yeah,
yourself.
not easy at all, as you can see. Nice hit.
Now he's going to do his...
Oh, the slice maneuver.
I don't need Fucking missiles.
Oh man, you almost have to hit it and then jump extremely quickly. Giving you some life. That helps. Oh, there you go. You have to be opportunistic here, Retro Brett.
Yep. Or just be very trigger happy. Got some good life there.
Oh, man, it's so hard to hit it. It only has the one eye at the same time. You got these blue flames that you got to worry about. Nice hit. But you are down to your final. Oh, only a little bit more life left.
Oh, that was pretty sweet.
There you go. Still does have a few hits left too, man. That's another challenging thing about it. It takes quite a while to defeat Fantoon. Doing the figure eight of death.
Well, if all else fails, I do have some reserve tanks, so we got that going for us.
Hopefully it doesn't come to that. Nice. Super missile shot.
Right to the eye.
The blinking signifies it is about to disappear into nothingness. Really trippy how it does so. And conveniently also powers up the ship.
Must have been sucking all the power from it.
So well done. I mean, it definitely got to you. You got under 1 bar left of life.
We got these atom-looking things.
Yeah, these guys show up in Metroid Zero Mission as well. Really interesting. Kind of remind me of R2-D2 a little bit. Talking about Star Wars.
I forgot what's... Oh, this is just a map?
The map. Who needs that? Yeah, those are the guys I was talking about in the original Metroid Prime, where they suck into you once you charge the wave beam. They have those guys at the Phendrana Drifts.
Well, actually, any charge beam attracts them.
Oh, that's right. It's the wave beam that actually blows them up.
Yes.
Now that I think about it. Extra
Alright.
scope.
Well, we're going to go up here and save it, because we can finally use that.
Yeah, everything's alive here at the wrecked ship. Thanks again for joining us, guys.
What's in here, though? I forgot. Oh, super missile.
Super missile. Not bad. You can use more of those as you get closer to Ridley.
Oh, yes.
As you
Is there
successfully...
anything else in here?
Nope. Negative. You successfully have taken out Fantoon. We'll see if you can do the same with Ridley. Catch you guys in the next episode. Well done. Anything to say after you defeated Phantoon, Retro Brett?
Not really. Just here's the save point, and we can finally use it because we actually have power. Let's see. All right.
Stay trippy, guys.
See ya.